गुड मॉर्निंग डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं डॉक्टर नीलम गुप्ता आप बीएससी पार्ट 3 के विद्यार्थियों को पिछले लेक्चर में पार्टिकल इन ए वन डायमेंशनल बॉक्स की प्रॉब्लम को डिस्कस कर रही थी, जिसमें हमने पार्टिकल में बॉक्स के अंदर जब पार्टिकल रहता है तो उसकी आइगन फंक्शंस को हमने निकाला था। आज हम निकालेंगे एनर्जी आइगन वैल्यू हम किसे कहते हैं। पिछली लेक्चर में एनर्जी आइगन वैल्यूज को निकालने के लिए पिछले लेक्चर में मैंने जो एक इक्वेशन आपको डिराइव कराई थी, एक इक्वेशन जिसको मैंने इक्वेशन नंबर 11 से रिप्रेजेंट किया था, जिसमें प्रोपगेशन कांस्टेंट k इज इक्वल टू n पाई अपॉन a आया था। उस समीकरण को हम काम में लेंगे एनर्जी आइगन वैल्यूज को निकालने के लिए, और हमने लिखा k इज इक्वल टू n पाई अपॉन a, इसका होल स्क्वायर किया, k स्क्वायर इक्वल टू n स्क्वायर पाई स्क्वायर अपॉन a स्क्वायर। और अब हमने पिछले ही लेक्चर की इक्वेशन 6 में हमने k स्क्वायर का मान रख दिया। k स्क्वायर का मान रखा तो ये आया 2m अपॉन h क्रॉस स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू n स्क्वायर पाई स्क्वायर a स्क्वायर। en जो है वो हमारे पास nth एनर्जी आइगन वैल्यूज को रिप्रेजेंट करता है। सो en कम्स आउट टू बी n स्क्वायर पाई स्क्वायर h क्रॉस स्क्वायर अपॉन 2ma square. So this is represented by equation number 14. As we know, n is an integer whose values is 1, 2, 3, 4 and etc. And h cross is equal to h upon 2 phi. That means from this equation number 14 we can conclude that the energy of the particle in a box consists of a set of discrete value corresponding to different values of n, where the n is called the quantum number, and the discrete set of e values are known as energy levels. So if we consider n is equal to 1, then it will give you the first energy level. If we consider n is equal to 2, it will give you the second energy level, and third and corresponding to n is equal to 3, and 4 corresponding to n is equal to 4, and so on. So this assembly of energy eigenvalues of a particle is considered as the energy spectrum or energy level. So we can say when the particle is in a box, the energy spectrum of the particle is discrete. Now we consider if a particle is described by the wave function with a certain n values, or say that certain n values is considered as the quantum state, then corresponding to quantum state with the lowest value of n, that is equal to n is equal to 1, is known or is called as ground state, while the other states with higher n values are known as excited state. In general, the imposition of the boundary conditions make the energy eigenvalues spectrum discrete. So it should be noted that for a free particle without boundaries, the spectrum is continuous. One can also observe from this equation number 14 that as this a is standing to infinity, suppose the length of the or width of the box is tending to infinity, in that case the spacing between the energy level approaches to 0, and hence the spectrum approaches to a continuous set of energy values, implying that the particle behave as if it is free without any box or any boundary condition. So you can conclude here that if a particle is confined in a box, then the energy spectrum or energy levels are discrete. But if the particle is as a free particle without any boundary condition, then the particle has continuous spectrum. This is the behavior of the spectrum in when the particle is in a box. Corresponding to n is equal to 1, the energy level or energy of the particle is pi square h cross square upon twice ma square. Corresponding to n is equal to 2, this energy is 4 pi square h cross square upon 2 ma square. Corresponding to n is equal to 3, this is equal to 9 pi square h cross square upon 2 ma square. Similarly, corresponding to n is equal to 4 and 5, the values of energies are 16 pi square h square upon 2 ma square and 25 pi square h square upon 2ma square. So from this figure, the figure which was discussed in the previous lecture, as I can show here also, it is clear that only 1/2 of the wavelength of the lowest energy level, this is the 1/2 of the wavelength, this is corresponding to n is equal to 1. while this is known as the 0 point energy. The corresponding to quantum state n is equal to 1. This is 1/2 of the wavelength of the wave function. This is considered as the lowest energy state and known as 0 point energy. Now we consider for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. If we consider n is equal to 2, we have the remaining energy states have the successive energy states differ by additional half wavelength. So for example, if we consider for n is equal to 2, we have the 1 complete wavelength. Similarly, if we consider n is equal to 3, we have 1.5 wavelength. So there are the certain points where 0 is less than or equal to x and x is less than or equal to a, at which the wave function vanishes or attain the maximum value. The points where the psi x is equal to 0 are known as nodes. Say for example, if n is equal to 3, at this point, at this point, at this point, these points are known as nodes, and the points where the psi x is maximum, like this, like this, like this, these points are known as anti-nodes. So corresponding to n is equal to 1, or you can say lowest energy level, we have two nodes at the boundaries at x is equal to 0 or at x is equal to a, and one antinode corresponding to x is equal to a by 2, as we have the maximum value corresponding to maximum value of wave function corresponding to a by 2. So thus for nodes psi x is equal to 0, for the nth quantum states the nodes occurs for sin n pi x a upon a is equal to 0. It is only 0 when this is equal to sine of 2p pi by 2, or where p is any integer whose values are varying from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to n. And by comparing this, we can say x is equal to pa upon n. So nodes occur at x is equal to 0, a upon n, 2a upon n, 3a upon n, and so on, na upon n. Similarly, when we consider about the antilogs, the psi x should be minimum. For the maximum value of sin n pi x upon a, it should be equal to 1. So that means for an antinodes, this must be equal to sin nx is equal to 2 pi upon a to the power 2 upon a ki power 1 upon 2. So for the nth quantum state, the antinodes occurs at sin n pi x upon a equal 1 equal sin 2p plus 1 pi by 2. So on comparing this, x is equal to, you can observe from equation number 16, like 2p plus 1 into a upon 2n. So from this equation number 16, we can observe that the antinodes occurs at x is equal to a upon 2n, x is equal to 3a upon 2n, 5a upon 2n, 7a upon 2n, etc. up to 2n minus 1 into a upon n. So when n is equal to 1, nodes occurs at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a, and antinodes occurs at x is equal to a by 2. This is shown in this figure. You can observe here. Similarly, if we consider for n is equal to 2, nodes occurs at x is equal to 0, x is equal to a by 2, x is equal to a, and antinodes occurs at x is equal to a by 4, x is equal to 3a by 4. This is depicted in figure number 2 second. When n is equal to 3, nodes occurs at x is equal to 0, x is equal to a by 3, 2a by 3, or at x is equal to a. Antinodes occurs at x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3a upon 6, x is equal to 5a upon 6. This is shown in the figure second, third. So now we consider in terms of the probability density, an antinode is a point of maximum probability density, or a node is a point of zero probability density. Therefore, For nth quantum state, we find that there are n antinodes. That means there are n equally probable positions in the box at which the particle is most likely to be found. Similarly, there are n minus 1 nodes, each node lying in between two antinodes. That means there are n minus 1 equally spaced position when the probability of finding the particle is 0. So you can say, of course, the two positions where x is equal to 0 or x is equal to a are permanent positions of the nodes. जैसा कि हम इस फिगर में देख सकते हैं कि हमारे पास बाउंड्रीज पर, बॉक्स की बाउंड्रीज पर x is equal to 0 और x is equal to a. Either we consider n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2 or n is equal to 3. We have nodes every time, every energy state corresponding to every quantum state. But the position of nodes, antinodes will be changes. At a by 2, for n is equal to 1, we have 1 antinodes. Corresponding to n is equal to 2, we have nodes at x is equal to a, at x is equal to a by 2, at x is equal to 0. Similarly, we have antinodes corresponding to a by 4, corresponding to 3a by 4. For the quantum state n is equal to 3, we have antinodes at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 2a upon 6, x is equal to 4a upon 6, at x is equal to a. And we have the antinodes at x is equal to a by 6, x is equal to a by 2, and x is equal to 5a upon 6. So similarly, we can find out the nodes and position of nodes and antinodes corresponding to any quantum state. Now we consider, let in the ground state n is equal to 1, which is with the position of the maximum probability is corresponding to x is equal to a by 2, because we have the maximum amplitude of the wave function. For the first excited state n is equal to 2, the probability is maximum for x is equal to a by 4 and x is equal to 3a by 4. But the probability for x is equal to a by 2 is 0, corresponding to n is equal to 0. That means the probability of locating the particle at x is equal to 0 or at x is equal to a, that means that the wall is always equal to 0. Outside the wall it is already 0. Now we consider what is the 0 point energy of a particle in one-dimensional box. If we consider a free particle in a one-dimensional box of length a, and let nth wave function of the energy eigenvalues are given as psi n x is equal to under the root 2 upon a sine of n pi x upon a, where the energy eigenvalues are En is equal to n square pi square h square upon 2ma square. Now for corresponding to n is equal to 0, the E naught is equal to 0. If E naught is equal to 0, that means the wave function psi naught x is also equal to 0. It means that for n is E naught is equal to 0, the probability of the particle being within the box is 0. That means there is no particle in the box. Hence, if the particle is in the box, n cannot be 0. So the smallest possible value of n is n is equal to 1. क्योंकि हमने यहाँ देखा कि यदि हम n is equal to 0 लेते हैं, ये हमें क्या कंक्लूड करता है कि पार्टिकल जो है वो बॉक्स के अंदर स्थित ही नहीं है, जबकि ऐसा नहीं है. इन द प्राइमरी कंडीशन हमने कंसीडर किया था let the particle is in the box. So if it is possible, that means it cannot be possible that n is equal to 0. So the smallest possible value of quantum state n is equal to 1, for which the wave function psi 1x is equal to under the root 2 upon a sine of pi x upon a, and the energy eigenvalue corresponding to quantum state n is equal to 1, E1 is equal to pi square h cross square upon 2ma square. Thus the minimum energy that the particle can have is pi square h cross square upon 2ma square. Or in other words, we can say even when the temperature of the box is reduces to 0 Kelvin, the total energy will still be E1 and will not be equal to 0. Therefore, this energy E1 E is equal to pi square h cross square upon 2ma square is known as 0 point energy of the particle. Now if we consider that the particle is quite heavy, that means if m is very large and or if a is also very large, that means for a box of a very large size or for a very heavy particle, the 0 point energy is almost 0. So thank you for today. Thanks.